the other thing that makes me so upset is the fact that do you guys realize that there are so many bosses in that game? Most of them are in dungeons, and here's the thing. On average in Dark Souls, bosses, like the actual like creatures, like animations and everything, they are repeated on average about 3 to 4 times. And did you know, fun fact, that if they simply cut out all of the repeat bosses in Elden Ring, you would still be left with around 70 unique bosses? And what did they decide to do? They decide to put a ton in anyways because they thought they needed it. And, oh my god, you wanna know what annoys me so much? It's when people are like, oh my god, Elden Ring is so good because it's like not like modern Ubisoft games. You're wrong! It's exactly like Ubisoft games. They just don't ping you on the map. There is just as many random things and stuff around every corner. If you put the pings on the Elden Ring map, it would look exactly like an Ubisoft game.
Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture.
If you actually put the pings on the map. Like, the problem with Ubisoft games is not the fact that it pings you on the map, it's that there's so much, like, everywhere for no reason. And again, all those repeat bosses, you could still have 70 unique bosses. And what did they decide to do? Repeat them at least 3 times and put them in places that don't make any sense. Because part of the fun of like Dark Souls 3 for me was just all of the really original areas with all of the unique enemies. But guess what? In Elden Ring, you could find the same enemy in a bunch of different locations where it doesn't even really make sense. It's kind of stupid. Not to mention, they put like more important bosses inside of like the Everjail thing. Like, it was just stupid. And they reused Margit like 2 or 3 or 4 times or whatever. It's so dumb. Don't do that. Like, what's the point in that? It just comes back to bite you in the ass. It's still a good game, but it's not as like amazing and perfect and flawless as everyone says it is. You know? It's like, because people try to be like, oh, it's so different from all these other games. No, it's not. It's not. You just think it is because they've led you to believe that with a simple little trick, like taking all the pings off the map and making you do it yourself, which is kind of more annoying.
But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all?
My blood pressure fine. Screw you. That was, my tongue didn't stick out, but that was me blowing a raspberry. I'll do it again. There you go. That one was louder too. Bloodborne 2 is never happening. Bloodborne on PC is also never happening.